Hey right guys, TheTrophyMuncher's Joe here, and today we are finally watching and reacting to episode 8, the finale of Alice in Borderland Season 2. Sorry it's taken me a while to get to this episode. I think it's been about a week and a half since I watched the last one. I have planned to. I've sat down to do this many times. There's even one time where I loaded it up and I just look at the time of this, like an hour and a half, and I'm like... like I can't, I just don't know, I've not been in the right mindset to sit and react to an hour and a half of Alice in Borderland. As much as I've really enjoyed the season, as I've said before, I think this is actually an improvement on the first season. And the last episode was wild. I think that was such a peak for the show in terms of its action. The plot armor, not so much, but the action was very good. So yeah, I've been kind of hyping myself up to do this, like just get the hour and a half done, and we can wrap up the season and get ready for season 3 if it gets renewed for season 3. I'd assume it will. But yeah, I'm ready to do it today. So, episode 8, guys. If you enjoy, make sure to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And all social media stuff will be linked down below if you want to follow on either of those, as well as Patreon, of course. But for now, let's do this. Yeah, let's see who actually survived this. She survived. Getting a machine gun up the... Okay, yeah, sure. I can see her surviving. That makes sense. And definitely not. I say definitely not. Anne's probably more likely to survive than the woman who got shot upwards. I don't know. I don't get how this guy's alive. He got blasted with a shotgun and has been vomiting for the past 8 episodes. Where's the... Oh, she started already. Oh, yeah, she's laughing at you already, bro. Nice. Big moves. I think she's a pro. This is kind of cool. Just watch this for an hour. I'm down with that. Let's do it. Oh, and she's bleeding out, so... Why did you bring her here, actually? Was that smart? Yeah. And we don't have forever. She's trolling. Did he win? Oh, yeah, it looked very exhausting, actually. There is that. That is a possibility. Oh, she says she does. We best believe her. Sure, let's go. Give us all the reveals. At least she's fun. At least she's a fun character. I remember her from the last season, actually. Yeah, get comfortable. She said we'll be here forever. Oh, maybe this is... What, she's making this all up? Wow. Conquers natural death. Oh, it's possible. 500 years from now, who knows what's going to happen? 500 years, humans can just stop death. That'll be humanity's dream, that's for sure. Forget about overpopulation. They're watching. Is this humanity in 1,000 years? Oh, that's just Aris. What the fuck's going on? I'm watching Tron. What? So everyone's just in virtual reality. Who'd have known? I mean, I guess that's the most sense you could say. They did literally teleport at the start of season 1. Okay, maybe we should make it one. But what if it was true? I kind of believe that for a second. I'm not gonna lie. This is made up as well. She's gonna be like, ah, no, actually, that didn't happen either. Yeah, work of aliens, okay. That's straight up like, yeah, alright. After what she just did, you're really gonna believe this one. Aliens. Oh yeah, let's see this then. I mean, the wealthy placing bets on who would survive makes sense. The alien bit. Oh. That's a lot of screens. No. It's not. Come on, Arasu. Let's use your head, bro. Yes, I do. This is the real answer. She does it again. Oh, unlucky. Yep, here we go. Blast her head off. Also, don't. I'll miss her. But do it anyway. She said weapons are allowed, but then you can't finish the game. Yep, there it is. Yeah, that would have been unfortunate if he did shoot that. shouldn't have listened to me, and he didn't. Do it. Let's see reality. What? That's what you've been saying for like the past 15 minutes. It was aliens. Okay, I can believe that. I can believe that. If she says that I'm joking again. Oh, season 1. That was the worst game where they just had to jump into random rooms. The first game. Okay. I can't believe we're actually 20 minutes in. All she's done so far is she played with him a little bit and then gone, ah, it's aliens, it's a joke. Is it all in his head? Don't say you're joking again, I will shoot myself. Oh, is she actually kind of telling the truth here? What? Yeah, this is just one big therapy session. You failed at your job. Yeah, but what if you implanted the memories into him? Voice thinking. Is that her then? The psychiatrist. Oh yeah, that is her. He looks stunned. Oh, that's kind of creepy though. That's kind of creepy. Oh, Jesus. Is that how they actually died then? You were playing silly games in front of traffic? Tell me. If this is real, that's mad. That is all just been. How did he conjure up everyone else though in his world? He manifested the games. Jesus, this could be like the end of the show though. Like, oh, okay, yeah.
いつしかここの正体を知りたいという気持ちとあなたがこの世界に存在
This is
す
so
る意味
strange to actually get some information. So far, I could believe it, but how does I don't get how he imagines everyone else in his head and like their scenes by themselves and stuff. Maybe it's just like writing a story kind of thing.
やめなさい彼は今すべてを思い出そうとしている
This is a dream within a dream.
途中危険の意思を確認できればゲームは終わる ゲームは終わるやっぱりあれは
What?
幻じゃなかった
Oh, what are you on about? A dream within a dream within a dream.
私もあのゲームに参加してた
Is this a flash forward? She's doing the creepy smile well.
ゲームを途中危険するわね
She's got in your head. Are
この
they suicide
薬を飲むと
pills?
落ち着くわ やめなさい
She's bled a lot. Look at her legs.
私のこと命をかけて守るって
I think he's got other things on his mind right now.
もしそれが幻なら
Then what?
私が目の前で死んでいくのを
Not really.
黙って見ていられるはず
Bro? Okay. Wake up, Neo. He's fully lost his head, I think. What's real at this point? I don't even know.
目を覚まして素敵な光景ね
Yeah, that was artistry. Oh, she's gone. Or dream version of her. Dipped.
いいのよアリス
Oh, this is dragging out. I'm sorry, this is dragging. The truth is, I love you. No, okay.
一緒に歩いてきたじゃない
Like, I guess she's trying to be all sentimental. He's been on the floor like this for 10 minutes.
それだけでよかったそれだけで
It's like they've just done it, like the whole like build up the emotions and I don't know. I just why is it so dragged?
アリスなんだよ
So I can't like feel any type of emotion when it's you've been trying to do it for 15 minutes now, 10-15 minutes. I'll tell you when they snapped. So you found out he was in the therapy thing 25 minutes in. It's now 40 minutes in. So it's been 15 minutes of this.
かわいそうに私の勝利ね
Oh god. Did she bleed out? Because Arisu was fumbling around.
危険
Oh wait, he's flexing his hands. Go on, Arisu, get it. Go on, yeah. This psychiatrist woman's like the only remotely interesting thing about this episode. I went for the good old hand, so just get right. she can't believe it. She's like, this guy, Arasu's taking the bloody piss. How long these two been doing their emotional speech for? A 10-minute speech? It's longer than Christopher Judge's God of War speech. Oh, even she's getting all choked up. Imagine if they do another speech, like then he falls back over it, she gets up. Like, I'll protect you instead. There we go. Look, it's night time now. Oh, so she did actually do that then. I don't know if it's okay. Look how much blood she's lost. Oh, she was that moved by it. Yes, let's do that. That's a good idea. Is this like the last episode of the show? I feel like if she's the final boss, where do you go from here? Good start, good moves. I kind of don't want her to die, but I know she's going to. She's changed. She's a changed woman. Yes. Oh, nice. Here we go. She's gonna miss. Oh, he's first. Ooh. She'll miss on purpose. Oh. Never mind. Well, that fail. End of that. You missed the easiest bit, Arasu. Oh, was that just the game? Oh, yeah, that's right. You didn't actually have to win the set. You just had to complete all three. Yeah, I'll tell you. I wasn't joking when I said it was aliens. In season 3. She's about to die, isn't she? Another character that's got an actual personality. That's one. This season has smashed that. Like, all the villains, all the characters have had an actual personality. No! I'm all sad about her dying then. Arasu did. Everyone else down there just bleeding out the entire day. Hey, fireworks again. There you go. They've actually completed Alice in Borderland. Oh, pretty cool. Permanent residency. Here? Is he dead? He's not blinking. I can't believe she's alive. I can't like those two. Those two are adorable. Not like a couple thing, but like they're just adorable doing being together. Oh, Anne, you were half a day too late, too early, dying. Oh, that means that other penis is going to go out of decline and is going to be alive in the other world. Oh, these two. They're staying there. They'll be the next game masters. He thinks. He could work as a game master, I'll see that. In the real world, they better bully him. Oh my god! He doesn't deserve to go live in the other world. Thank you, God, that took you so long. Everything's just so...
違うみんながいてくれたから
なんかアリスを生かすためにみんなが命を犠牲にしたみたいな言い方なんですけど
You did do that, that's what you said.
異常なこと言うようになったな
だってアリスが全然分かってないからさ
They're like, you better live, bro. And they died so he'd survive. Or they're like new people who get sucked into Borderland now.
ゾンビいいから早く店考えろ
In this ep 1,
ゾンビ出たら生き残るのはカルベだな
here he is, Mr. Penis Cock. Somehow. Oh, they all are, to be fair. Just before they all got evaporated. Don't go around over this time. And we actually get to see what actually happened. Akane. Jesus. Fun. What is the point of this? They're just showing kind of what happened in Act 1 so far. It's cool. It's cool. I don't mind seeing it, but they have to do it all again. Maybe it's just a straight up bomb this time. It's not even like they've been teleported or anything. I think it actually is. It's just an actual bomb. Why didn't they just... Side note, why didn't they just kill off all the characters last episode if they were all just going to come back in this reality anyway? Because Anne's here. A meteorite? So within that minute he thought he was... I don't even know. He was doing his Alice in Borderland life. Felt like it was 2 seasons.
ろくでもねえ野郎だったのかお前も
Not as much as you, mate, but sure, if you want to compare, that's fine. Akane. I like how they seem to have like the same injuries they had in Alice, like his burns and her legs gone. His hand's still gonna die. Okay, so I guess if they did die, they're still gonna die here. Maybe? We'll see. Oh no, never mind.
おかえり
Hell yeah. She's barely been in it this season. This feels like the end of the show. I feel like maybe they don't need a season 3 then. What else can they do? Is it gonna be like Lost where they like touch each other and like all the memories come back?
使ってもいいですかありがとうございます
Here we go. Oh! It's gonna be just like Lost. Maybe?
どっかで会ったことありましたっけ
Do again like touch and then all the memories. If they do that, they'll win me over. Okay.
待って
忘れちゃったけどなんかどこかで
Yeah, at least we didn't waste any time like they did in the other world.
天気もいいし中庭で散歩でもどうかな
See, this time he's like, no, I ain't pissing about. I'm just going to straight up tell her that, yeah, I'm flowing with you, it's sorted. Arasu's smooth with it, my guy. I mean, he did have to tell her to wait like 4 times, but was that the end of the show? I'd be actually happy if the show ended here. I think that's absolutely fine. All the cards. That's cool. The Joker. Did we not have the Joker? Oh yeah, we didn't have anyone who was the Joker. Maybe not then. It's kind of a creepy Joker as well. I feel like they've done... I'm just going to check this. No, I want to watch the credits. What we're doing. It's trying to... Okay, never mind. It did not let me want to watch more. I feel like maybe they've done that just in case they don't get renewed for a season 3. They've been like, oh, it could end here, but a little tease for maybe a season 3. Maybe be with a whole different cast. I think if they were to do a season 3, it has to be with different characters. Maybe bring in some of these in random episodes or something. But I feel like their story is pretty much wrapped up. I'm just going to see what the comments are for this episode. Someone gave it a 10 out of 10. I think this episode made up for everything negative this season had to offer with bad decisions and writing. The scenes with Mira were mind-blowing, and I'm not fully sure where to place those and who she was in the end. So both seasons happened during the same one single... Oh, so both seasons happened for everyone within 1 minute. Well, not for everyone, but for Arisu in that 1 minute, I think. Yeah. Now gives a spin-off so they can all become friends in real life. Yeah, it was all in their head, but they weren't actually in the same place. This episode was a real blast. Someone gave it a 3 out of 10. I'm very displeased with this season. I expected a lot more from it, and it ended up being, and it was all a dream. The worst possible decision for a season that has pulled for filling every episode with unnecessary dialogue and false depth. I will say that. The fact that they've gone for all... It was all a dream kind of scenario. It's like you did have a lot of fluff for it to be that. No spoilers, but pretty disappointing ending for me for what's been an enjoyable show full of promise. It's hard to know how to end a show, but this ending is just full of holes and it left me dissatisfied. Very strange ending where everyone gets a new chance to live. Yeah. This season was mind-blowing to me. This seems like a mixed bag. People are either very disappointed or love it for some reason. After such an awesome first 7 episodes, I think they ran out of ideas for an actual ending. This episode was quite poor in comparison. I was expecting a huge finale, but oh well, maybe they'll have a season 3 with the Joker. Another sci-fi mystery show with a shitty nonsense ending. I don't know why I bother. Oh dear. Yeah, this episode had a lot of fluff for sure. It dragged. I knew it was going to. I felt like I knew it was going to. Like going into the episode knowing it was almost an hour and a half, like 80 minutes. I knew there were going to be some scenes that dragged. But to be fair, like the second half wasn't too bad with it once they kind of were put back into the real world. Like those 25 minutes I think flowed pretty nicely, and I think the first 10 minutes flowed nicely. From minute 10 to about, what would it be, 50. So you have about 45 minutes in there or something, or 50 minutes, whatever. Not even that. Like, it was about 45 minutes. Those 45 minutes weren't bad, but you could have cut that in half. Easy. I can see this episode easily having shaved off 20 minutes of waffle. That one bit where she's like the psychiatrist and talking over him and stuff, it's like, oh, they tried to do like the emotional music and all that about 3 times, and that psychiatrist scene alone, we checked, went on for 20 minutes. It was 15 minutes when I checked, and then it went on for another 5 minutes after that. So 20 minutes of this whole psychiatrist, and I get that was the game. She was like putting it all in their head and all that to make them give up and so she'd win the game, but oh, if that wasn't right. It kind of reminded me of, not the last episode, but was it the one before? With the game with the boiling acid pots, where it's like flowing quite nicely, but then it just started to drag, and that kind of had that in the middle part. As for it was all a dream within the 1 minute, yeah, I'm a bit mixed on that as well. I'm mixed. It does feel like a waste of time. Because I thought maybe they were going to kind of do it like how Lost did it. And I don't want to spoil Lost. But the point in Lost is that a lot of people think Lost, it was all a dream. They were dead the whole time. That is not what Lost is. This kind of actually is what people thought Lost was. Where it actually was just all a dream. Ugh. What? I thought they were going to do like the whole, we'll touch hands and we'll remember everything. So then it did actually happen. But So correct me if I'm wrong here. Everything that happened in the past two seasons didn't actually happen at all. It was a meteorite, and when his heart stopped for 1 minute, he had all of that happen to him in that 1 minute. But then what's the point of zooming in on the Joker at the end? What does that mean? Because then you're kind of hinting that there is actually something going on there. I'm assuming that is actually the ending, that it all happened within that 1 minute. That's really disappointing if it is. This has a 78% on track though, this episode. So people must, like I say, some people love this ending. A couple of 10 out of 10s on there, a few 9s, a few 8s. I don't think it was awful. I don't think it's like the worst ending I've ever seen. That still belongs to Game of Thrones. But I didn't love it. And this does feel like the ending to the show. I know, again, they teased Joker at the end, whoever that is, but do we need a season 3? And wouldn't that mess with this ending anyway if they then start to make out that it did actually all happen? And it's like, okay. I don't know. What else? Is there any other comments? I think everyone's just salty, if anything. I don't think anyone's... Why does it feel like this is not the end? I still think the Queen of Hearts shouldn't be the last / hardest game. And why would they like the... And why would I like the ending more if they return to the real world for the meteor to really kill everyone off? Yeah, that's... I had trouble getting back into the first, but it got better and finished brilliantly. Yeah, this is really mixed. Wow. I'm going to go a 6 out of 10 for the episode. I think it was far too long. I don't love the idea of that it all happened in his head within 1 minute. But it did have some good moments in the last 25 minutes. Despite that being like the what actually happened kind of thing. The acting was good for the most part. Yeah, a 6 out of 10 for me, like a high 5, 6 kind of thing. I'm not completely satisfied with that. But to be honest, I didn't go into this season expecting greatness, and it did have some great moments. The best episode of this entire show, including season 1, was episode 3. Episode 3 banged. Episode 5 banged. Episode 7 almost banged, but plot armor kind of let it down a bit. And yeah, episode 3 of the last season banged. So they did have some truly great moments in the show, but they had a lot of, I don't want to say filler, but a lot of just expanding scenes for no reason. Like, it's just that scene where she's like looking down, then had to look up and smile at him, and she probably just did it in slow motion, like. It's just like, oh my god, can we get on with it? There's a lot of moments like that with this show, but overall, I had fun with it. I'll go 6 out of 10 for this episode then, and as for the season, I was going to try to maybe give this an 8, but I'm not. It didn't quite reach an 8 out of 10 for me. It was better than season 1 for me, so I think I gave season 1 like a 7 out of 10. I'd say this one is like a 7.4 or something. It's like good, better than season 2, but not quite great, unfortunately, despite it having some really, really great moments, especially throughout this season. Like, the games were far better this season, and like the villains to the games were just all. That's one thing I will say about the show. Like, every character, for the most part, like 90% of these characters had an interesting or fun personality to kind of watch on screen. So that was maybe the best thing the show did, is like all these characters. If all these characters were boring, I mean, this goes for any show, of course, but with Alice in Borderland, I'd feel like if the characters were not as interesting, this show would be like a 6 or a 5 for me. But because they're as good as they are, I'm quite happy going 7.4 out of 10 for this one. So I don't know if this confirmed the last season, so I don't know what to give like the entirety. I don't know whether to rank the entirety of Alice in Borderland just yet, because I like to do that obviously when the entire show is done, and this kind of has left it open maybe for a season 3, so I guess we will find out. I'll do the tier list at the end of the year. If there's no news on a season 3 at that point, I'll rank Alice in Borderland as a whole. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the ending down below, because I'm actually very curious what you guys thought of this one. And I'll see you maybe next time for season 3 episode 1 if they do that. I'm assuming that'll be different characters if they end up doing that. I don't see how they can continue with this group here, but we shall see. Until then, take care. Peace.